like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us. If we just hold on tight, this vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore. 7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait. For our home to show on the horizon, soon we'll be there.
Look at this moss.
Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us. If we just hold on tight, this vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore when we can't read the sky. We just sail with the wind that we've got. And when we're drowning in doubt, just keep on believing. We are dreamers of the shore.
Can I just tell you how great it's been for the last 3 years since I left my apartment and bought this van to convert into a tiny home? If you're new here, my name's Michelle. This is Sophie, and this is our van. It's a 2015 Ford Transit, short wheelbase, medium roof, passenger van. 3 years ago, I was living in a studio apartment by myself with my van dog, Roxy, and I gave away and sold almost everything that I owned and put the rest of it in a storage unit for $55 a month. I bought this van. I built a bed with 2x4s. I threw an old mattress on top that I had to cut to fit to size. And over here, instead of having my kitchen, I had an IKEA bookcase thing with all my little cubes, and I put my stuff in there. I also bought a refrigerator, which I'm sitting on now. It's lasted me 3 years. And I bought a portable power station that has also lasted me 3 years. I remember every month when it was time to pay rent, I would cringe when I would have to go online and make that payment and almost empty my bank account, the money that I had worked hard for all month. So I bought a van. I plan to follow the weather, go up north when it was summertime and go down south when it was winter time, and that way I wouldn't have to worry too much about the weather, although I still do a little bit. So when I was living in my apartment, I had recently lost my vehicle that I was driving because the apartment was on a riverfront. It would flood there occasionally, and I woke up one morning and my car was underwater all the way up to the steering wheel, and so it was totaled, so I didn't have a vehicle and I needed to buy a new vehicle. And my thinking was, if I need to buy a new vehicle and make payments, why not get one that I can live in and dump my $20,000 a year rent payment? There are some things that I really enjoy about this life. There are some definite benefits to living this way. You get to really slow down and have a quiet life and relax more and take in your surroundings and be in your own energy. It's wonderful. you end up having more free time to do the things that you like to do. Also, I enjoy the fact that there is less stuff that owns me. People think that you own all of your belongings, but they own you because you have to maintain them. You have to clean them and organize and take care of them. And some people have houses full of stuff. I could not live that way. I need to be minimalist. I need to not have a lot of things because I know when I start having trouble finding things, it's time to give things away or donate or sell some items if I have too many things that I can't find what I'm looking for. One of the biggest benefits is no rent payment. You save a lot of money. I have no electric payment. I have no water payment. I have no garbage payment. I have no cable payment. I can sleep at beaches. I can sleep at lakes. I can go sleep in an apple orchard. I can park on the street in a gorgeous neighborhood and be within walking distance of all kinds of places that I want to visit. I can be out in the middle of nowhere and enjoy nature, or I can be right in the city and not have to walk very far to get to things. I can choose my neighbors. If I am parked somewhere and there is something going on and I don't like it, I don't like people that are parked next to me because they're loud or they're messy, I can pack up and drive somewhere else. I can go a mile down the road and find another spot. All my stuff is with me wherever I go. I always have a change of clothes. I have a sweater if I get cold. I have tank tops if I get too hot. I have different shoes. I have my food with me all the time. I don't have to stop at a restaurant and pay too much for a meal because I have my refrigerator and all of my cooking supplies with me. If I'm somewhere that I can't find a restroom, I have my own restroom facilities in the van. And a big one for all you ladies out there, no creepy maintenance guys with keys to your apartment. That's a big one because we've all been in that position if we've had an apartment and maintenance guys with their keys, they just come and go as you're showering, while you're at work, while you're sleeping, anything. So I've cooked 2 cauliflower patties and I've heated up the soup and I still have 99% battery. This is so delicious. I'm gonna have to give everyone the recipe. So about 6 weeks ago, I installed a new battery with the help of my dad to my electrical components underneath my bed. I have solar, 300 watts of solar on the roof, and it feeds down into my electrical system, and I have a 200 amp hour lithium battery. It's a REDODO, and I installed that with the help of my dad about 6 weeks ago. And Today has been mostly cloudy. We've had a little bit of sun, but I am also parked in the shade. See, I'm in this shady area. Don't mind Sophie's boogies. So I've had my fridge freezer running, and I also charged my tablet, and I cooked a meal, and what else have I done? I think that's it. And my battery is still reading 100%, even though I've been parked in the shade, even though the majority of the day it's been cloudy, there's been very little sun. This battery, switching from the AGM to this REDODO lithium battery, it's also a 200 amp hour battery, just like the other battery was. Everyone told me to get one of these, and I didn't listen. So now I'm going to make me a smoothie because it is starting to warm up in here a little bit. I've got my fan going. I'm going to run the blender, and I'm going to see what the battery is up to then. I don't know if you can see out there, but it looks like the sun has gone again. There's no more sunshine. The sun has gone again. But, got my smoothie. Almost missed my mouth. Let me show you where we're at with this electrical. 99%. There are things about this lifestyle that are hard. One of the major things being temperature. I like to follow the temperature and go up north in the summer and go south in the winter. But you're not always guaranteed to be safe from the weather. So recently in June, I was in Maine, and there were 3 days where it was over 100 degrees with the heat index, and it was super, super, super hard. It was hard. There were days that I cried. I should have gone to a hotel. I've also been in Florida and froze. I was at a water management park with a bunch of ladies. It was my very first meetup. It was in January, I believe, and we had some nights that were down into the 40s, and we would wake up in the morning freezing. I would have to sleep with a heating pad, and there was one night that it was going to be down in the 30s, and I was like, sorry ladies, it's nice to meet you, but I'm out. And I drove further south. I went down past Fort Myers area, and I was still cold because it was like 40 degrees. I was still very cold. There are going to be times that you run out of electricity. There will be days where it will be rainy or very, very cloudy for a few days in a row. Or you may miscalculate and use too much power, and you're going to drain your battery, and you're not going to have electricity. Bathroom facilities. I do have bathroom facilities here, so I can always go if I have to in the van. But it's not ideal. It's definitely not the same as having a bathroom in your home or your apartment. Shower, I also do not have a shower. I have a foldable dog pool that I will open up on my floor, and I will use a squirt bottle with holes in it, and I will warm up the water just a little bit and wash my hair, wash my body. That's how I take a shower in the van. You can go to Planet Fitness or any gym if you want. I choose not to because I have a dog with separation anxiety, and I also have separation anxiety from her. I can't leave her more than 3 minutes. Whenever you need to go anywhere, you can't just hop in your car and drive away. You have to break down all of your stuff on the countertop. So I'll have my flowers and, you know, bottled drink or a snack out, or I'll have my books and my laptop and all those things. My drawers, I have to have them all locked. So you have to go through your tiny home and you have to close it all up before you can drive away. Because if you just drive away, everything's going to go flying, it's going to get broken, and it's going to be annoying. Also, depending on the area that you're staying at, you may or may not have problems finding a place to sleep at night. I never usually have a problem finding a place to sleep, and I have gotten the knock before at a hospital, but I've traveled all up and down the East Coast. I've also gone out west a little bit towards Ohio, and I've never really had a problem except for the east coast of Florida. I know some people say that they don't have a problem finding a place to sleep on the east coast of Florida. I did. West Coast was great. That's probably where I will hang out most of the time this winter.